Rains too much. They think that seeding the clouds helps the dams. You can't drink our water.
It's yummy though.
Yeah, unless it is nice actually. It's brown, but it's nice.
Because it's there, I'm just used to drinking that tap water. I'll drink it, but
really, when we got here, we were so affected by the place. With the, the mining landscape, the effect that that's had on the environment, and then the natural environment, which is they're so contrasting, and that's quite a moving thing. Like, I found that very affecting, and the isolation is also very affecting, and seeing the effect that the isolation has on a community. We essentially just went, okay, let's let this place seep into us and see what comes of that.
Art making for me is a process of discovery. It's really about searching. So while I can have some idea about where I want to get to, I actually enjoy the process of just going on the journey. And when you're an artist and you come into a new context, the way you worked before, the way you approach things before doesn't always hold true to where you are now. So there's always a certain amount of reinventing that has to go on. And that's what has been going on here, I guess.
Mountain Heights School is situated in Queenstown, which is on the west coast of Tasmania, and the students at Mountain Heights School come from Zeehan and Strawn and Gormiston and surrounding areas. Many of our students have experienced trauma in their life, so students find sometimes participation in a regular school program quite challenging, and so we provide lots of alternative programs for them to participate in. The AIR program was offered to all students in grade 9 to 10, so we held a student assembly where we offered the program to our grade 9-10 students, and students could opt in.
Well, basically what we wanted to do was sit down with the students without any ideas of what we were going to do, and we started to record their conversations. And we'd ask them about their life in Queenstown, about the things they do, about things that happen to us, and get them to explain why is it that there were rocks showering down on our roof at 8 o'clock in the night.
If I was like trying to hit that building over there, I'd probably throw it from here because I can reach that.
Because
so
by the time you throw it,
you can just walk.
You've got an idea.
You don't have to run, you can just walk off.
Or if you run, you get to your hiding spot quicker.
From those stories, we'd get little snippets, the Queenstown legends, the stories going around, and we would take those stories and then start to build upon them in a visual way. Just trying to find a visual equivalent for some of the stories that they've been talking about, so that it's not a foreign experience to themselves, and so that the art that gets made still reflects them.
When they came in, we'd always have ideas about what we were going to do, and then if that wasn't sort of feeling like it was really going anywhere, we'd always change tact. That's been a bit of a new thing for them, that you can come into a space and go, that's not working, let's try this. We can play with those ideas, and then it turns into something.
It was good to be able to just have a say in what you're going to do and what you're going to draw, and you kind of forget everything else and you just know this is kind of the moment, and this is just like what you'll remember, all the fun stuff we did with everyone just making art.
I thought it would have been a bit more structured, but then at the same time it's fun because you're thinking, oh, it might be like this, but at the same time it might be like that, and it's not definitely going to be the one thing. It could just turn in an instant. So life isn't just a straightforward path that has deviations. You might do one thing which leads to another thing, but then that next thing could lead you to something completely different.
When you wake up in the morning, it's something to look forward to. Art isn't just painting a picture and it being spectacular. It's it's more than that. We always look forward to it. Like, we didn't look forward to school that much, but on the days that we had this program, we always wanted to come so we could do that. I've just realised that it can be anything. It doesn't have to be drawing or painting, it can be movement, light, pictures, anything.
They have often talked to Nick and Freya in quite detail about a variety of things, and we've learnt a lot about, I've learnt a lot about their thoughts about their school, about their community and about the arts just through their conversations.
This opportunity has really just been a way of opening up all those new little paths, and now I feel like when we leave and we get our own studio again, that we just continue on all those little openings.
The relationships that have been built here have been really significant, I think, in terms of my own learning. Working with the students has been a really important process in me exploring what I do.